Hello everyone, Abby here, Purple Cottage Crafts, and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. In this video I wanted to share with you some ways that you could use your glassine bags or wax paper sandwich bags in your journals and your different crafting projects. So I ordered this box off of Amazon. I will put a direct link to it below. I don't think my Walmart sells these. I don't know if Safeway does or not, but I just got them on Amazon. They came like a couple days later or something like that. So this is the size that I ordered, and this is what they look like, just like, you know, your standard brown glassine bag that you get when you order, you know, different goodies and stuff from Etsy and places like that. So this is the size of them, and I got 50 in this box. Okay. And then what I've done is I have these clear envelopes, and then as I'm working, I've been putting my, I put all the glassine bags in here. It's easier for me than having them in the box. Just better for storage. And then as I'm working, I just kind of keep my little scrap pieces in this envelope so they're easy to get to. So let me show you first what some samples of, or examples I should say, of how I've used the glassine bags in this journal already. So like on the front cover of this, I just have it here just kind of as like a decorative piece on top of some deli paper. I didn't mark all the pages where I have it, but I marked it where I want to show you how I'm doing it. And then on this page here, now this is slick, so you really can't write on this. This is more like just like a decorative look, or you could also, you know, tape down or glue down a sticker over top of this, like a vellum sticker if you wanted to. Maybe use some washi tape and tape like a little ticket over top of this, or a photo or something like that, or use like a little paper clip if you want to do that as well. And just kind of use this as your background. So this is just like visual, just like the stamping in there as well. And then this again here, just in the corner, again, just for some visual. Actually, this one's wrapped around. I've been kind of started doing that. Thought that was kind of a fun little look. Let's see here. Did I put one underneath this? No, I didn't. I'm trying to remember where I put so this is one of the pages I want to use or show you. I haven't marked. This one here, this has it over the top of the page, so it's on both. And then what I did is I layered it down, and then I took another piece and layered it on top. So it just kind of gave a little bit different texture. It's like a little bit darker, and then it's lighter. And I think it's just a lovely feel and sound when you're flipping through the journal. I'm a very tactile person, and I just love how that looks. And then here's another piece of it just kind of on the side. Okay, didn't put any there. Let's see. I don't know if this little strip of paper here, I just put it and I put a stamped image on top. I didn't bother about flipping this over. You couldn't glue it if you wanted to. You could trim it off if you want. I just kind of like how it looks hanging over the edge there like that. I think that's kind of cool, so I just left that. Let's see, going into the next signature. Oh, oops, I accidentally clipped two pages together. Let's fix that. All right, so again here, just again visual, and this is the glue I'm using. Actually glue this down here real quick. So you can, I know there are other different types of glues and glue sticks and stuff. This is like my all-time #1 favorite glue stick. It has been for like a decade or more. I love it. I buy it in a pack of like 12 or 24 from Amazon. I get the big sticks. I love this stuff, and it works great. It holds down my deli paper, my glassine bags, all kinds of stuff without any real problems. And I probably should zoom in just a little bit. Sorry about that. Forgot I was up so far. Again, on the small piece here, just have another little bit of a glassine bag. Let's see. And even layered on this fabric flip that I made, which will be another video coming up, so you'll see that soon too. And so I just have it laid underneath. I didn't glue this down. I just think it's kind of fun to flip it up. Again, you could put a photo here if you wanted to, anything you can think of, a quote. You can write on top of the fabric if you want with a fabric marker, and I just think it's just delightful. I love how that sounds. So, okay, and then down here I just use a little piece that says layering. These are two different types of coffee dye papers. Again, just another, you know, visual element. I didn't do any on the centers. Let's see. Same thing again on this fabric flip. Just layered it again, just kind of adds to that look. I think I love how this looks, and I'm completely obsessed now with using the glassine bags in my projects. So other than just as a bag or like an envelope or something. Again, I just layered it. I didn't glue the side down because I like how that feels when you just kind of are looking in your book and you can flip it up and, you know, that kind of thing. So it's just laid underneath this sack that has got some little tags in it. Let's see. I thought I put it under one of the fabric flips. I guess I didn't do that. Again, just more layering here. Underneath that one. I'm sure you get the idea, but just to kind of show you the different ways. And on my collage bits that I make, my collage strips, I just added a piece of the glassine bag underneath that as well. Let's see. I think, and then just another little strip here. And then this is one I'm going to show you in the book. I just left it there so I could mark my place. And again, this is over the top of 2 pages, as you can see, just kind of a cool little look, I think. Underneath this little mini fabric flip up here, I have it, again, it's not glued down, that way you could tuck a secret message or something if you wanted to. And on the back side here, this is the bottom part of the bag, this piece right here, where you can see the seams and stuff. That's what that is. I use all parts of it. I don't just use the smooth, you know, the flat part. I like the texture of having this. And you could glue this down if you wanted to. Again, I didn't. I just like how it feels just to kind of flip it up and look at it and stuff. So, all right, so that's everything as far as what I've had in the journal already. So let's do this one first, since I have it marked with the piece of glassine. Let me grab my big clip here, or one of the clips. This journal is a chunky monkey. Okay, was I doing it on this side? Oh yeah, I was doing it on this side, so I need to actually clip it right down here. All right. I'm trying to get this to flip over. There we go. Okay, so I was thinking for this one, and as you can tell, this is the centerpiece. I could glue this down if you want, if you want to. You don't have to. You could take it off and tear it if you want, but I like how it looks. It's just another bit of visual texture. So I have the edge smooth. Sometimes I did that. I guess it doesn't work, putting brown on a brown skin. Duh, Abby. Sorry. Jeez, what a dork I am. So sometimes I'll have the smooth edge, and as you saw in other pages, I had the torn edge, which I think looks great too. It's just personal preference, really. So I am just using, like I said, my Yoo-Hoo glue stick. This is just a scrap piece of deli paper I've been using. Flip it over. I haven't had any problems with this coming up at all. I just make sure I go really well on the edges of the bag. Just make sure I got it all fully covered. And it's just as simple as laying it down where you want it to go. And I thought it looked kind of cool to have it up here. Hopefully my head does not get in the way of the camera so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. I don't think I actually need that clip. Let me grab this here. And of course you could do this before you put sewed your signatures in if you want to do that. I didn't, because I didn't think about doing this until I started working on it. And then a lot of times I just like to decorate my pages as the book is together. It's just kind of the whole creative process for me of decorating the pages and that kind of thing. So, and I just make sure it's down really well. You can press it like this. You can use your bone folder if you want to. You can use a brayer if you want to kind of make sure it's all down nice and smooth. Just whatever you prefer. I found just using my hand has been just fine. So let's do one of the pages where it's over the top. I don't need to show you all 4 samples because I think just showing it once is going to be enough. I mean, I don't really think I need to show it to you, but I will, just in case, because I know some people are visual learners too. So you can do it where it's over the top like I have already. You can do it on the side if you want. So what I'm going to do is, let's prop this open a little bit so I don't lose my place. And then what I have are some scraps over here from the prior pages I've been working on. And like even this little bit, I keep all of this because this is great to use top or off of a tag if you want to. Again, just add more texture. You can take this apart and have like a larger piece if you want, just all kinds of options. So, and this is the end piece again, I used on the other part too. So this would be great as well to, if you wanted to tear the edges off and then on each end, or you can cut it, whichever you prefer, whatever look you like, and then you can kind of pry this open a little bit or leave it like that, and you could put this as a side on the page or the top as well. So let's see, I like how this one has this strip right here on it, because again, I just like the way it looks. but I want to have a ripped edge. So I'm just gonna grab this and just kind of tear down. I do have a tear edge ruler. If you you can use that. You can use a regular ruler if you want to have more of a precise line. Me, not so much on this one. I just kind of want it to be a little more organic. Put those off to the side, and then we'll just do a little tear down here, like that. And then I just turn it over if it breaks off. Sometimes it does. Okay, now on this one, and let's see, I want it to go this way. So I'm just gonna basically, and it doesn't even have to be folded in half. It's just whatever look you want, however much you want laying on this page. So let's see what's on the back side. Okay, so this is, I think this page has more character and more detail because of how I layered other papers on top when I was doing my coffee dyeing. And then there's a little bit of a ghosting of a stamp here. So I don't really want to cover too much of this part up. I'm not so concerned about this page. This is just Abby's thought process here. You don't have to even put this much effort into it or thought. You can just slap it on there, whichever you want to do. So I'm trying to decide if I like that because you can still really see, and I do. So what I'm going to do, since this is, oops, okay, here we go. That way I don't lose my place again. Since when I put this on, I just noticed that it's wanting to kind of flip up. Now I can go ahead and glue this little flap down if I want to, but I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just kind of tear it, and it's just going to tear right along that seam where it's glued from the factory. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and just make a little crease. You can use your bone folder if you want to. And that gives me a nice crisp edge to know where to stick it onto the journal. And again, we're just going to glue it. Okay, like that. And just making sure that you really have your edges covered with the glue. So I can attest for other brands of glue sticks, but I can tell you with the Oohoo or Yoo-hoo, whatever, I've heard it pronounced both ways. I know that it stays on because it's been on this journal. I've been working on this journal for probably like off and on for a month or so, if not a little bit longer. Okay, so let's go back to our page. And we don't need that in there, and just kind of line up where I think I want it to go. And then what I've been doing is turn it this way so it's a little bit easier for me to see. And then I just kind of stick my little crease on top of the edge of the page here where I folded it down. And then it's just simple as just pushing it onto the page. It's just that easy, just like when you use other types of papers and stuff. So I just think it just gives your journals and your other projects just like a really cool look to have little bits of the glassine. Not only is it a visual texture when you look at it, but when you touch it because it's, you know, so slick and smooth. And then when you have the extra pages like this that are layered on top of each other, you still get that kind of fun texture as well. So I just think it's a really cool kind of a look. And I don't know, I wanted to share this with all of you. So if you hadn't thought about using glassine bags, whether it be the dark glassine or the ones that are a little bit more white, looking like vellum type bags, you incorporate them into your different projects and your journals and stuff. That you don't have to use them just as a straight up bag or as packaging. I mean, you can definitely tear it up, rip it up, and cut it up however you want to do it, die cut it if you want, and then just incorporate into your different projects like this. So I hope I was able to maybe give you a new way to use glassine bags and another way to decorate your different journals and projects that you make. So I will be having a full flip through video on this because this journal is going to be going up for sale. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're subscribed and click the little bell next to the notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I upload videos to my channel, and you can have a chance to purchase this. Hopefully you'd want to. One of my creations. This is a vintage book cover, by the way. I didn't make the cover. Mostly I make my own covers, but this time I used a vintage book cover. And then I'm also going to be having a couple other quick videos on some different design elements that I have inside this journal that I made. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up, and like I said, I will put a link to the Reynolds Kitchen wax paper sandwich bag that I purchased, the box, on Amazon. And then it did come with some closure stickers. They're really cute, like for lunches. I put them in my stuff for our grandson. He's 2 now, and he likes to just put stickers on blank paper. It's just fun for him. So I have those aside, but you could use them in your planner stuff if you wanted to as well. So that's what I did with those stickers. Oh, here they are. This is what they look like. I don't know if you can still purchase this exact box with the stickers inside, but that's just kind of a little plus, I guess. So, and yeah, we'll go from there. So if you have any questions or anything, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I will see you all next time. So happy scrapping, happy planning, happy crafting, and I will see you next time.